So my name's Liliana Palaza, and for my senior project, I chose to do birthday boxes. And my essential question is, what are the essential steps to raising money for and donating birthday in a box supplies to local shelters and food pantries? So the outline of my project, these are like the main points that I'll be going over in my slide. So my mentor, why I chose this topic, the meetings I had, my reflections, and then questions at the end. So my mentor was Mr. Bigelow. He's my English teacher. He helped me a lot come up with the birthday box idea because I was struggling so hard on what to choose, and he's the one who initiated the idea. He guided me through the whole process and helped me when I needed it, and he was very supportive. Millis High School's vision of a graduate was communication, and for that was me emailing and selecting dates and times with Family Promise through email, and then we also did a Zoom call. Collaboration was working with Mr. Bigelow to come up with my ideas and thoughts towards my project. Critical thinking was planning out when I'm going to deliver the boxes and decorating the boxes, making sure I have all the materials needed to complete the project. Character, taking the time to make the boxes and decorate them nicely, learning more about the psychology behind kids' mental health and their well-being. Why did I choose this topic? So I chose this topic because I wanted to help kids in need. I wanted to make a difference in their lives. And everyone deserves a good birthday. Like, here's a picture of me when I was younger, happy at my second or third birthday. And then kids remember birthdays forever. Like, I still remember going to birthday parties from when I was younger and like birthday parties that I had and people coming to those. What did I hope to accomplish? So I wanted to successfully create 4 birthday boxes, 2 for a girl, 2 for a boy, and then learning how to manage a long-term project. I also stepped out of my comfort zone and sending formal emails and communicated formally. So here's some emails of me communicating with Judith from Family Promise. We were planning out times, and then she was checking in with me on my birthday boxes and to see how I was going with them. So my timeline for that was to start researching birthday boxes in November to December. Then I planned Google Meets with Judith from Family Promise in January. I started to create the posters around February to put up around the school. I assembled the boxes from February to March, and then I donated the boxes on May 15th. How does a birthday impact a child's life? So I learned a lot about children's mental health and their brains and how they're stimulated differently from like an adult's point of view. Birthday parties also feed into like the satisfaction that children crave. Birthday parties improve emotional development in children. There's another picture of me at a birthday. I also researched homelessness in America. So homeless response workers are working with housing facilities more than they ever have before. Black communities and indigenous communities experience higher rates of homelessness than others. Homeless shelters added over 60,000 beds, and that still wasn't enough to host everyone. I also researched hygiene product insecurity, which is a health issue, and 30% of women had difficulty accessing and purchasing menstrual products. Children are being bullied and they're losing friendships because of hygiene insecurity, which is really sad. And there are very few facilities that help out with hygiene issues. What is the impact on charitable deeds? So giving to others can heal your mental health and physical health by making you happier. Complimenting someone, donating money, or even buying someone a gift creates interaction with our brains and processes social information and pleasure. Depression and lack of self-esteem has been linked to heart disease and other health conditions. So this is a slide of me and Judith communicating. This was me telling her how many birthday boxes I planned on, what I planned on putting in the birthday boxes, and then also just planning other stuff. So this is the poster that I made and hung up around the school. This is what it looked like. It just was me talking about what my project is, the materials that I'm going to put in the project, and ways to donate and where I'm donating to. And then I also had a box outside the office for people to put stuff to donate to. So this is me working on the boxes at my house. So I just went around, found cardboard boxes, and I wrapped them with like birthday wrapping paper. And then for the boy boxes, I had some boy toys in there, and then girl boxes, I had some girl toys in there. Other than that, there was still cakes, candles, birthday banners, same stuff in each box. And I had my sister help me out with it. This was the final product of the boxes. So this is when I dropped off the birthday boxes on May 13th. Me and my mom drove to Natick to Family Promise, and I met with Judith, who I'd been communicating with. She was so sweet. And then after I donated the boxes, she even invited me to a volunteering thing over at the Natick Mall, where students who had donated before to them were all coming together and just having like a little party. And even though it was so nice that she invited me, I was unable to go, which obviously I was upset that I couldn't go, but it was so thoughtful that she invited me to go. A reflection, so pros of my project, a lot of people donated things to me for my project, which helped out a lot. I had an extra hand help me assemble the boxes, which was my sister. Mr. Bigelow was very supportive of me throughout the whole process, and I really stepped out of my comfort zone. Cons, I procrastinated a lot, and I just put it aside a lot, and I waited till last minute to do the boxes, which I shouldn't have done. I was stressed a lot about assignments being done late, which you can see here. I didn't do a lot of my assignments on time, which affected my grades, but it's just always good to make sure that you stay on top of everything. What I learned was time management, not to procrastinate, and make sure to set reminders and goals, and to have better communication skills. So advice for new seniors, definitely do not wait till last minute. Make sure your project is known by putting up posters, talk about it on Facebook, school's newsletter, and also have it put in the announcements. Ask for help when you need it, no matter what, and make sure you communicate effectively with the organizations that you're donating to. So this was exhibition day, and this was my other slideshow that I printed up, and I put it onto a trifold, and I presented in the cafeteria. And then I also brought one of my complete birthday boxes to show as an example. Thank you to Mr. Bigelow for helping me and being my mentor. Thank you to Ms. Thurston for donating a lot of stuff towards my project. Same with Ms. Radcliffe. Thank you to Ms. Radcliffe for donating a lot of stuff towards my project. And thank you to Judith for letting me donate to Family Promise. Questions?